Along the southern edge of Texas, where the land turns dry and thorned. Where the river draws a restless line between nations. There are stories that refuse to die. The brush country remembers everything. And sometimes, it rides. They call him El Muerto. The dead one. A rider dressed in black. Mounted on a dark horse. Seen at night along empty roads. There is only one problem. He has no head. The legend of El Muerto lives along the Texas-Mexico border. Between the towns of Laredo and Brownsville. Along the winding currents of the Rio Grande. In the 1800s, this region was untamed. Cattle rustlers moved like ghosts. Bandits struck without warning. Texas Rangers answered with steel resolve. Justice here was not polished or patient. It was immediate. And sometimes, it was theatrical. Because fear can travel farther than law. One version of the legend centers on a man known as Vidal. A bandit. A raider. A name spoken in whispers across ranches and settlements. He robbed travelers. Terrorized communities. Left fear trailing behind him like dust. Eventually, Texas Rangers captured him. The punishment was swift. Execution. But the warning did not stop there. According to the tale, his body was displayed publicly. Head removed. Mounted upright on his own horse. A grim message meant to echo through the countryside. This is where history ends. And legend begins. Because not long after, the sightings started. Travelers riding at night reported something impossible. A lone horseman in black. Riding fast. Silent except for hooves striking earth. When they called out, he did not answer. When they tried to see his face, there was nothing there. Just darkness where a head should be. Some claimed he chased them. Others insisted he rode parallel to the road, keeping pace before vanishing into the brush. A few swore he appeared before tragedy struck. As if announcing death. Before death arrived. Headless riders appear in many cultures. One of the most famous is found in the legend of Sleepy Hollow, written by Washington Irving. But that rider haunted autumn woods and colonial villages. El Muerto belongs to a harsher landscape. He rides through cactus and mesquite. Through heat that lingers even after midnight. He is not draped in European war myth. He is forged in frontier justice. Born from real executions. Real warnings. Real blood. In folklore, the loss of a head carries heavy meaning. The head represents identity. Reason. Authority. To remove it is to erase a man from memory. But perhaps the legend suggests something else. That humiliation does not end a story. That violence leaves unfinished business. That when justice becomes spectacle, it may create its own ghosts. El Muerto may not be searching for revenge. He may be searching for himself. Even today, the legend lingers. Drivers along isolated highways in South Texas report strange encounters. A dark shape pacing their vehicle. A rider glimpsed in headlights. Then gone. Ranchers describe hoofprints circling barns. No entry tracks. No exit tracks. Skeptics point to shadows. To livestock. To imagination amplified by history. But legends survive because they fit the land. And this land is wide enough to hold mystery. The Texas-Mexico border has seen conflict, migration, survival, and loss. Stories grow where history leaves scars. El Muerto may be a warning against lawlessness. A cautionary tale about bandits. Or perhaps a reminder that justice without mercy echoes longer than expected. In a place where dust covers footprints by morning, some tracks refuse to disappear. If you ever find yourself driving a lonely stretch of road near the Rio Grande, windows down, night thick and quiet, and you hear hoofbeats that do not match your own rhythm, do not look too long into the darkness. Because somewhere out there, a rider still searches the desert. And he does not need eyes to find you.